Hello, friends. Let me fix my hairs. It's me, Katie Rubin, your friendly neighborhood modern mystic, energy healer, divine light channel, and writing coach. I was like, I can't wait till Monday to make a new wisdom-y, talky, video-y thing. Mondays is when I do my 3-card spreads, and I usually do some wisdom-y talking then. Can't wait. I want to talk about judgment today. It's a topic that many spiritual people talk about. It came up in one of my healing classes yesterday, a couple days ago, I'm not sure when. And basically, here's what I want to say about it. I know so much about judgment because I'm good at doing it. I'm a really excellent judger of things. Now, judgment, what I notice from paying very close attention to what it does in my reality, is it contracts. Judgment always makes your universe and the possibilities in it smaller. If you go like, this is good and that is bad, now you only have one option, is to choose what is good. But when you're trying to figure out what is good, based on what? Based on whose perceptions of reality? Based on which moment? Based on which mood that you're in? Based on which building you're standing in? I don't know about you, if you're anything like me, your judgments come and go and they make no sense and they have nothing to do with anything. Now, if you're into human design, for me, that's in large part because I have what's called an open head and ajna, which means my thoughts are easily programmable by the cultural implants and imprinting that the culture is thinking and sharing. Some people, in other words, can functionally use their heads to make good decisions and to have discernment. For me, I'm not meant to listen to my head at all. Okay, I'm meant to listen to my awareness through my solar plexus and in my body. Okay, that being said, for everybody's purposes, whether you have a defined head or an open heart or a defined ego or whatever the hell you have in your chart, when we rely on judgment, good, bad, right, wrong, we are necessarily, and I'm going to say it again, good, bad, right, wrong. Those are the determiners of judgment. They create polarity. It's either this or that. When you find yourself in a polarity or a binary, I can either call the person back or ignore them. I can either go on the audition or not. I can either date this person or break up. I like to remind folks that in the realm of spirit, or in the heart realm, or in the realm of infinite possibilities, whichever words you like, oftentimes the highest and best choice for the next indicated action in a life is the mysterious, as yet unrevealed third thing. It's the third thing that you can't see yet, because right now your mind is hooked into a binary. Is this writing thing I'm writing good or bad? Now, all of this is leading to me talking about my writing class. I have a writing class called Writing in Alignment. There's a Wednesday night section and a Thursday day section. What I notice most working with writers for 10 years now, coaching people, facilitating people's projects moving forward, getting people published, all that stuff that I help people do with their writing. The single biggest problem writers have is judgment of self and judgment of the words they've written. Now, this is a very simple idea, but it is not an easy thing to navigate in practice. In other words, if you go to write words down and you share it with a group of people, what is going to occur is all your judgments are going to arise. If you're an empath or a spiritual person or a creative person, your judgments of self and what you've written are going to arise. So your task is, like anyone doing anything on the earth, is to not let your judgments stop you from writing, publishing, sharing, doing your thing. If you're interested in taking it further than that, what you can do is develop yourself and your heart spiritually so that it's easier for you to drop into the heart space where there is no judgment. The heart is the holder when it evolves into the spiritual realms that it's capable of evolving into. The heart holds the space of non-judgment. It holds the space of non-duality. It holds the space of love. In the realm of the heart, there is no this or that. That's always a function of the mind or the programming that the culture projects onto us. So if you're stuck in a binary or you're judged about, do I do this or that? Is my writing good or bad? Did I do it right? Did I do it wrong? ask yourself this question: how can I drop into my heart about this? And the big, short, long answer is you got to develop a connection to your heart. And one way to do that is to develop a spiritual practice that softens your heart and allows you access to it. So come to Writing in Alignment, where I facilitate both of those things. Isn't that convenient? But truly, though, half the work I do in writing class is facilitating people being with themselves in the heart. That's a big part of why we do a channeled writing session together on Saturdays, is that we want to get out of the mind and allow the writing to come through with ease. And a different way of saying that is we get out of the mind and we get into the heart space and the consciousness space, and we expand past our bodies and past our minds, and we receive the words of your already written project in consciousness. So we start tonight for the Wednesday class and tomorrow for the Thursday class. But whether you're coming to class or not, please take this idea of judgment into your life and mess around with it. How can you, A, not be stopped by your judgments, take action moving forward on whatever it is you're working on, no matter what the judging voices say. And B, if you're looking for even more freedom than that, how can you drop from your head to your heart? Find a spiritual practice and work your heart so that your heart becomes a safe space to land. So your consciousness, yourself, your experience of what it is to exist in the moment can live here in a non-judging space. And this is coming from a lady who can judge with the best of them. That I have had to learn about non-judgment because I'm so goddamn judgy. And judgment is the death of all my creative projects. It's the death of my business. Anytime there's contraction in my world, money, friendships, relationships, romance, fucking creativity, classes, business, whenever any of it's going weird with me, it's always because I've gone into a binary in my head. Oh, I'm an actor, not a teacher. I'm a healer, not an actor. I have to be one or the other. I'm labeling, I'm identifying myself as this or that. If I drop all those labels and those identifications and I come into the realm of my heart is like, we're all those things, bitch. Oh, and I sell furniture too. Oh, and I love my dog. Oh, and I travel a lot. Oh, and I like to eat paleo. I am the conglomeration of many ands. I am not an or. And neither are you. So that's little stuff to ponder, things to think about, consciousness notions. Join us for writing class if you like. If not, please play around with releasing your judgments and your attachments to your ideas about who you might be. Because if you look closely, every attachment you have to an idea about who you are or are not is connected to a judgment. You decided before you identified as that thing or as not that thing, you decided somewhere before that thing was right and good and the other things are wrong and bad. What if you could dissolve those judgments? Could you then allow yourself to be more of who you are? Let me be clear too. People always, when you bring this topic up, think are you saying morality's not real and I can just murder babies now? Are you saying I should just shoot heroin? No, it's not what I'm saying. Don't shoot heroin because it makes you sick and addicted, not because it's wrong. Or bad, but because it doesn't work well. It's not an awesome choice for life, okay? Don't murder babies because then you go to jail and then you have karma and then you have pain in your heart and it's a problem. Don't do it. But how do you think people who shoot heroin and murder babies, those are real people, how do you think they heal and grow and stop murdering babies and shooting heroin? They have to learn to not judge themselves and to forgive themselves and to make new choices. But if you know anything about healing, what I know about healing is that the most effective way to make new choices is to not judge the old ones, but to grieve the pain you're carrying from having made those old choices. And then from a non-judging space, move forward in a new way. Judgment, it's not our friend. Let's not hang out with it. Writing class starts tonight and tomorrow. There's one spot left. Is it yours?